Okay, new project. We need to get this guy here, the UNVR, and somehow get it into there. I'm moving from Blue Iris, which is running on an old Windows 10 machine, so that needs to go. And this little network rack here is a little bit messy. And somehow, whoa, I'm going to fit that in there somehow and clean all this mess up. This little machine here is a little Minecraft server. And over here we have a NAS. This machine I picked up off the side of the road. Someone was chucking it out, so it's full of old hard drives, and we got all this mess in here, and we got a little Raspberry Pi running there, or Proxmox or something. I can't even remember what's on that anymore. Another little 8-port switch over there. And this is a UniFi 24-port switch. And in there's the UniFi Fiber. So here we have the current NVR system I've got running Blue Iris and Code Project AI server. This machine, as you can see, is an old Windows 10 machine. Not very good. Windows 10 is not supported anymore, as we all know. And the machine itself is pretty basic and struggles a little bit. So here you can see 5 cameras. They're all Hikvision, these ones, front yard, front. But yeah, so we're going to replace this. You can see it just struggles. CPU usage is at 98% all the time. It's just like, oh, someone driving past now. And then this will spike soon. It's been good. I've had it for about 5 years, even longer. Captures all my events here. I am aware that's not going to happen with the Hikvision cameras on the new system. So we'll work around that. One of the issues I'm going to have is I need to use the hard drive that's in here. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm going to shut down this old machine that's running in the spare room. I'm using Rustest to connect to it. So here we are. This is the old little Dell, whatever the hell it was, thing that I picked up off eBay or something. So I'm going to rip the hard drive out of that and stick it in that. So let's see how we go. All right, well that was easy. The hard drive was just sitting there. Pop the lid off, pop the hard drive out, and there we go. Didn't even use beautiful packaging. Whoop, there it is. All right, let's lay that down. And it doesn't just come out like I thought it would. Possibly gonna need 2 hands. What have we got? Power brick and the device. There she is. Let's go. So this is my first time playing with one of these. So these got like little clicky doors, but they're not like little clicky doors that open like cupboard doors, I was sort of thinking. So I'm not even sure how to get those trays open. All right, so I watched a video and apparently I am dumb because this here is like sticky tape, which, whoa, we pull off and Jimbo Jambo, we have a hard drive caddy, which we just slide out and whack the new one in there. Well, that was easy once you weren't stupid and blind. Okay, that is in now. It took a little bit more force than I thought, but with 2 hands, it was much easier than 1. We are now just going to grab it, slide it in there, close the door, and step whatever we're up to is done. Okay, so I've moved the switch up to the top because I wasn't having any luck with the space that I had. Those cables are causing me issues, so I feel like now I've got a bit more space. I'll be able to easily more work with the new one, and I'll try and jam it in there. While I'm here, I might get rid of some of these big blue cables and see if these little grey ones will fit in a few more spots now that it's closer. Okay, the only spots going in is right at the bottom. I cleaned all the dust out while I was here, believe it or not. It was pretty shocking in there. So the plan is I've got the power here. I've got that running through the back. I'm going to plug a network cable into the back of this thing and then run that to here, which will be sitting possibly on top of the NVR after this. And hopefully it'll run, it's a tiny little cable, but it should fit from the router to this, and we'll slide it back in there. Alright, well that failed. It's now just sitting on the bottom at this stage because the power cable at the back is too thick. I need to get one with like a flat end so I can actually fit it. So for now it's just going to sit there until I can get a new power cable, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully it works. I plugged it in. We have a light. Obviously this hard drive's not coming out anytime soon. Hopefully I get my internet back because I pulled that out during the process. Luckily my wife was going out for a bit, so that's okay. So that better be back before she comes back, or yes. So anyway, we got light. Hard drive light's flashing. That looks good. Time to go to the PC and see what happens. Here we are. We have the NVR showing up here. Connected to our UCG fiber. I presume we need to adopt it somewhere. Usually, where do we do that? We need to right click, is that it? Nope. How do we adopt you? Orange light, usually it means adopt. Oh, right, I just refreshed the page and then this comes up. Oh, easy. Ta-da. All right, let's log in with my details. Create a UI account? I've already got one. Why do I need to create one? Is this a different one? I'll sign in. Why do I need to do? All right. No, we don't want to do that. What's this doing? These features, da-da-da. Okay, so there's my hard drive. I only got one, so let's just skip for now. Skip for now. And I pause the video and it instantly got there. All right, let's go to my dashboard. Oh, when you want to continue, that's fine. All right, it's doing an update. We will use some magic to fast forward through that. So we ended up with this white screen, but over here we have our UNVR Protect online. So that's something. I've not set the UniFi camera up yet, so I believe we need to go in here and click on this one and click apply. Let's see what kind of magic happens now, hey? Find anything. What I want to do. Find my cameras. Nothing there yet. What else am I missing? All right, look at that. We now have all these other cameras. Let's start adopting and see what happens. Let's try and remember all the username and passwords for these things. I may have to log in to the actual camera and set them up again because it was a long time ago and I'm not sure what they are. And I did not save them in my password manager. Okay. First camera is there. Once I put that username and password in, it just works straight away. And I can see the children running around out there being extremely noisy. Okay, so that's worked. Once I put in the username and password, it went, I can see it. I got this little C210. I have no idea what the credentials are for that one, so I'll have to work that out. Hopefully everything's down somewhere. It doesn't have automatic smart detection and all that sort of stuff. I am going to change this camera with the G6 that I bought at some stage. Not today, because it's too late. And it's going to pour down in the next couple of days, so I'd rather do it after that. Okay, we have a new cable now delivered, so I'm going to shut this thing down. Took me a little while to find the shutdown. It's under control panel, console, and then shut down. So I'm going to do that. Plug in the new cable and see if it now fits in my rack. I'll see you in a sec. Shut down. Okay, after much fuddling around, we managed to get it in there with the new cable. You can see we are off the bottom now. I don't know how well you can actually even see that, but we are not just sitting on the floor, which doesn't make much difference. I still can't get these trays to like fully open and get those hard drives out without having to pull the whole thing out. But for now, it can just stay there because you can't go any higher because of all those cables in the back. We got, which cable was it? This one here. This runs straight from the patch panel into the 5.8 because it's 2.5 gig, and my switch is only 1. And same with this one here, that's flying out there to my NAS. That goes into a 2.5 gigabit network card in the back of my NAS, and it has to go direct because that is only a 1 gigabit switch at this stage in my life. So that's it. It is in, it is up and running, and thanks for watching. Okay, so I've had this up and running for a while. I still don't have the UNIFi G4 G6 bullet plugged in, but as you might be able to see, we had a bit of a storm and we lost our fence, so other things to worry about. But I do plan to put it up, and by the end of this video, you will see it because I will plug it in. But I've set it up and I've set all my Hikvision cameras to record on motion, and so you actually do get motion detection. You just don't get smart motion detection. So if I go into this camera and I go to my playback, you get all these playback events, and it'll just be cars driving past, and yeah, there we go. See, so it works fine and it plays back, and this works a lot better than the first time I tried it when I very first plugged it in and it didn't really have anything, and you can see the motion detection moments on there and the recordings there. So all in all, it's been pretty successful. I'm going to plug that camera in sometime in the next couple of days, get some footage of that, and then we'll get this video out and about. Okay, here she is. The first thing I notice is very small compared to the current one, so that's cool. See how it fits up there and give it a go. Alright, so that's everything that was in the box. And this is pretty cool, this little template cutter out of here. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little leveler in it, so we'll see how that goes. As I said, I'm pretty useless when it comes to using a drill and anything. So if I can do this, literally anybody can do it. Alright, so it's not raining, and this is the one we're going to replace up here. It's been up there for a while. I'm not very good with a drill or anything, but... Alright, the old camera is kind of unplugged. You can see this mess that is here from this one. Now, this camera previously got wet in here, so it's using this. I had to cut the end off and create a new RJ45. The hole you can see is massive, so we should be right for the new one. Hopefully it fits over there alright. Just going to put in new holes and new plugs, and we'll see how that goes. This cable that comes through the old ones, Cat 6A, it's so thick, really hard to work with. Alright, so this bit is screwed on. I can't put in that top corner because the hole's too big, and I didn't quite get it right. I could have gone a little bit left and it would have been alright, but it seems pretty solid with just 3 screws in there. So I'm going to give that a go and see what happens. The small issue I have is this waterproofer is nowhere near big enough to get over my cable. It's way too thick, so I need to work out some way to get that. Alright, so this is what I need the tape for. When I wired this house up, I just told them to put Cat 6A in everywhere, and this cable's way too thick to fit the grommet that comes with the camera. So I need to use that tape, and I got to fill this hole in as good as I can. So apparently it works. Here goes nothing. So now we're all silicone taped up. It's a little tricky to work with. It sort of gets folded on itself, but a couple of goes I think I've got it on there fairly tight, and it looks pretty good, and so it should be pretty good. It's going to be in this big hole in the wall anyway, so between that big hole and that, hopefully it survives. We'll probably find out in 3 or 4 days, because it's supposed to pour down in the next few days, so I will see how that goes. I've finally plugged it in, so now we're going to adopt the actual camera from UNIFi. Sure, we'll enable smart detection. Are you doing anything? Hello? Nope. Alright, we'll try that later, I guess. Okay. Oh, it works now. Finally. Alright, not sure what was going on there, but yeah. So we've got all the other cameras up now. They're all filming continuously. This is my old one, so I'm just going to delete that. Don't need that anymore. That was the old Hikvision in the driveway. And the new camera's just doing an update. Okay. Okay, so we can see it here. It's very clear. Still got all the stuff outside. But it is a lot better than the old camera. It can recognize number plates of people who pull up. It just seems to work a lot better in general. Alright, so I have been using it for quite a while now, and no issues with it at all. It's really good quality. Everybody who comes and goes. The smart detection works well. So if we say filter by animals, what's this? Cat skulking around in the middle of the night. They like to come and hang out in these bushes. But yeah, it's fantastic. No complaints at all. It's really smooth. Works well. Scroll through here nice and quick. And like zoom the timeline back further. Just got more. Oh, that's just bugs flying around. But yeah, it's really good. Fantastic camera. Process, a few hiccups here and there, but would I recommend it? Yes, I would. It's a much better system. The old one was struggling too hard, didn't have enough front to make it all go. So yeah, I love it. It's really well. Pick up everything. Night vision's pretty decent. You can see it running through there. So you can judge for yourselves. And thank you for watching. I know this was a really long video, but yeah, hopefully someone else decides to do it. It's not that hard.